Hello there and happy Sunday crafternoon. It is Sunday, June the 22nd, 2025. I'm glad that you guys are here as you jump on and find me in your news feed because I am on a couple minutes early. Go ahead and say hello and let me know where you're viewing from. My name is Dawn Bourgette and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator who loves everything. Stamps, inks, paper, and all the blingy, pretty things. Let me see here. Get situated, make sure I am where I need to be. Facebook is acting really goofy, so let me know if you guys are not finding me in your newsfeed. I don't know. I don't even know anymore. But anyway, whenever I update my page, which is where you should find me at, it's where I'm live, it's taking forever to load. It's very weird. And I don't think it's my laptop because I've tried other things on Facebook and it works. So who knows? Anyway, enough of that. So I'm glad that you're here. As you've noticed, I don't put the link for my newsletter in with the description of the live anymore. There's reasons for that. But anyway, we're going to use a QR code because it's easy. So if you would like to be a part of my newsletter that I send out into your happy mailbox, go ahead and open up the camera on your smartphone, point it to the QR code, and it will display this little yellow, like a tulip. It's reading the link. Go ahead and tap that with your finger. It'll take you right over to a page where you can go ahead and sign up for my newsletter. It's that easy. Just your name, your email address, and you are in. And for some reason, why am I not seeing? Okay, that is bizarre. Sorry. Oh, I tell you, Facebook, I love you. I do. I try to love you. Hi, Kristen. I thought it was you. I wasn't sure, though, for sure. Didn't want to say hello and then have it be somebody else. Yeah, it's acting weird. That's okay. So anyway, as you guys see anything that you would like to grab up today, go ahead and shop with me. There is the link to my online store. And if you do purchase $75 minimum, I have a free tutorial for you that has 16 projects with color photos, all the measurements, and a video tutorial for each project. And it's emailed right to your inbox, free to you with the $75 minimum order before the shipping and tax. And I do that myself. So is this a way to thank you for shopping with me? And also, let's see here, gave you guys a couple seconds on that. Other places that you can find me online if you're interested. Of course, you found me on my page. I also have a community on Facebook, so join that as well if you'd like. And then I am also on YouTube at Dawn's Creative Chalet. Make sure to click the subscribe button, share it with all your friends, and click on the bell. It will turn black. That will give you all the notifications anytime I do anything with YouTube, kind of like a Facebook thing. And then also, of course, my blog, which is dawnscreativechalet.com. Every week after we're done with the live, I load everything to my blog so you can see pictures of the projects. The replay is there. You can shop right from my blog. The list of all the things, the, what do you want to call it? Hey, Lonnie. Hi. Happy Sunday crafternoon. And also I call it a recipe card, which is kind of like a supply list for quick and easy shopping. After I'm done here, you'll find that link for it up above this live, Facebook Live, or down below if you watch it on YouTube after the fact. So either way, great ways to get a lot of information and all the helpful links right at your fingertips. And also, some events that are coming up. So let's see here, into July on the 11th. So I've moved the Sip and Stamp a week later because of the holiday. I know you guys aren't going to want to sit inside Starbucks when we're out to celebrate the holiday. So I move it back, or excuse me, forward, I guess. Depends on how you want to look at it. Anyway, July the 11th, Sip and Stamp at the Lovington, Michigan Starbucks from 12 noon to 2 p.m. It's a free craft. Go ahead and tell your friends, bring them along, or be willing to make some new friends. It's a lot of fun. It's a free event that I hold every single month. I've been doing this now for, I would say, almost 4 years. Maybe not quite that long, 3.5. But it's been a while, and it's a lot of fun. I love to meet new people, but I also like to see all the friends that I've had coming and visiting. And then as we get into July, on the 10th, the day before Starbucks, we have our creative card class, and that is on July 10th on Thursday, 10 a.m., 1 p.m., or 6:30 p.m., and it's $30 or free with a minimum order during the class. And then as we get into the end of July, we have the totally cute suite of product that we're going to play with. It's a product class, so you'll get product to take home with you. The price of this class includes a full pack of the designer series paper, the embellishment, and the ribbon. It's totally cute, and you're going to not want to miss it. And that is on Thursday, July the 24th. 10 a.m., 1 p.m., or 6:30 p.m. You pick the time that works best for you, and that is $44. And then once again, just to remind you of the Bundle of the Month video class. This is what I was just talking about. You place your minimum of a $75 order, and you're going to get a video tutorial class of 16 projects featuring the Notes and Totes bundle for June. And every month we're doing this. I've teamed up with 15 other fabulous demonstrators who are very creative. And hey, Kathy, hello, happy Sunday crafternoon. And so you can collect these every single month, which is really exciting. So next month, stay tuned for what we're going to feature. That'll be coming up before you know it. Isn't that crazy? July is almost here. And then once again, just to remind you guys of the 50% off sale, it's the suites or anything within the suites are included. So you buy one, get one half off. Now, just a little FYI, if you want to do something with a suite, make sure that you also include a second suite to get one of the suites at half off. Because if you choose a suite and then you choose an item from another suite that's really less expensive, I'll put it that way, you're going to get the 50% off on obviously the item that's less expensive. So make sure that you shop savvy, and if you have a question, make sure to contact me and I can help you out with that, because I want to make sure that I'm saving you as much as I can, right? Anyway, so that is on until the end of June, and then we also have Paper Pumpkin coming up here. Sign up for the July kit, ends on July the 10th, and it's about the Sweeter Than You strawberries. Look at that cute little box. I want that in my box. I want it in my mailbox. It's just stinking cute. Anyway, so, blah, blah, blah. Gosh, my tongue is getting tied every single time, every time. Anyway, if you would like to get the July kit, make sure to sign up by July the 10th. And again, if you have any questions on that, just holler. I can help you out with that. Also coming up into July, on July 1st, which is on a Tuesday, we have new July online exclusives. Last week I featured this particular collection of product, super cute and totally adorable, and I love the designer series paper. So this is just a tease. There is a lot more coming for July, so make sure that you check it out at my online store. Yeah, good stuff, you guys. There is some Christmas, there's fall, there's Halloween, which is my personal favorite. So make sure to check it out on July 1st, and I'll make sure to remind you guys as it gets closer as well. And then this is old stuff, so we're not even going to go about that. Okay. And of course, you guys got a little teaser today on what we're going to do today. But before I get into that, I just wanted to mention this once again. So if any of you are interested in doing the virtual album retreat, or you purchase this complete kit with me, I have a couple surprises for you. If you are local and want to get together, we could do that. The actual event is July 16th, 17th, and 18th, and that's free, but you need to purchase this product to be involved in that event. Okay. Also, if you decide that you would like to purchase this, just letting you know that I'm going to throw in a couple things for you guys along with this. So if you purchase it, you're going to go ahead and get a couple of stamp cases, because it comes with stamp sets that are part of the whole shebang. Let me grab those. It's a big box. It's a very big box. But I should have gotten this out ahead of time. Oh well, it's okay. So anyway, it's what they're calling like a month by month. I would call it like a yearbook, I guess, is the best way to describe it. A yearbook. But you don't have to do it month by month. You can just do the layouts without the title of the month in it. Anyway, these are the stamp sets that you're going to get as part of the virtual album retreat. Now, they give you the stamp case inserts, but they don't give you the stamp cases. So if you do purchase this virtual album retreat with me, I'm going to give you 2 of the stamp cases so that you can keep your stamps in them. And I'm also going to give you another little pack, like a little goodie packet along with it as well. That will include, let's see here. I want to put in like how should I put this? The necessities that you might need as you're working along with it. That would be like a little notepad, a pencil so that you can erase little marks in case you need to do some measuring, and making sure that you're putting things in the right spot as we're doing our scrapbooking. Hey, Wendy, happy Sunday afternoon. Also putting in an adhesive eraser. I thought that would be something kind of nice to have as part of it as well. So just a couple little goodies in there along with the stamp cases that I think that you would need that would be helpful during the virtual album retreat. So some extra things that you can count on if you do sign up for it. But if you have any questions about it, let me know. Everything is pre-cut for you, which I'm kind of digging because normally I'm the one who's cutting for everybody else. So I am so ready to be pampered and spoiled by the fact that someone else has done all the work for me. And it comes in a pretty good sized box. If you do order other things along with this, just know that the box for the virtual album retreat actually gets to you. They ship it separately. I should say that. I was a little surprised by that, but I get why they do it, because everything is already pre-cut. They're trying to protect it so it doesn't get all kind of bent up and that type of thing. But they have it all sorted and everything. So I'm super excited. Here is the teaser of the layouts that we're going to be doing. We're going to be working with flip flaps. If you guys have not heard of those, it's a great way to have interactive pages and also add additional photos to your layouts. So if you're new to scrapbooking or if you've been a seasoned scrapbooker, this is a great event to attend for sure. I'm super excited about it. Stampin' Up's first, and I hope of many. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's do some creative stuff. So today, as you guys seen the little teaser, we're going to be using the Inspiring Imperfections bundle. This at first was not on my radar, but after I seen the designer series paper, I was like, that's pretty cool. I love the gold accent in it, which is really odd because I'm not a gold gal, I'm a silver gal. But there was something about this paper, it just, as soon as you open it, it's just like, wow. It's beautiful. And I cannot pronounce this correctly. Kintsugi is how I want to pronounce it. If it is not pronounced this way, please be gentle. But anyway, it's gorgeous. So I thought we would play with this product today. All right, so I'm going to show you the bundle here first of all. here is the stamp set, and here are the dies to go with it. So what's really cool about this, you guys, is that Stampin' Up! Does this every so often with certain suites. Some of the dies that are in this set work with the images that are in the designer series paper, and that's exactly what I've done. I've cut out images out of the paper with the dies, so I don't even have to fussy cut, which is awesome, because there are two things within the stamping world that I don't do very well at: coloring, fussy cutting. Like, ugh. So I like that Stampin' Up! Has made it easy for us. So anyway, these are the dies, and this little guy here, I actually forgot that this die was in here, and I love it. It makes it look like you've torn the paper on the edge, and it fits some of the, oh my goodness sakes, I'm like drawing blanks today. Holy cow, the sentiments. It fits the sentiments. Hey, Lori. Happy Sunday crafternoon. It's good to see you. Anyway, with this little guy here. But nonetheless, it's beautiful, and I'm excited to share it with you. There is also a beautiful embossing folder, which we're using, I think, on the first card that we're making today, and I just love that. It's subtle, yet not. It's beautiful, and I used it with a piece of our basic white, and you'll be seeing that in just a minute. Also on our projects today, I am using the Textured Notes dies. So these guys right here, if you guys don't have these, this is a definite must-have in your crafting stash. And it, oh, I know, right, Lori? It is hot. So I am in Northwest Michigan. I think I forgot to say that in the beginning. I am in Northwest Michigan, along the Lake Michigan shoreline, specifically Ludington, Scottville area. And all of a sudden, it has gotten blasted hot. It's like 90 degrees, which, you know, if you're a Michigander, it's just like someone flipped the switch and holy hotcakes. It's humid and hot. And yesterday, the wind was crazy. I think we had like 40-mile-per-hour winds. It's nuts. If you don't like the weather, just blink around here, because it'll change for sure. And then within a week, it's going to drop down 20 degrees. And you know what, you guys, if you haven't seen it, this is just crazy. It almost looks refreshing, and I do not like snow. If you know me, you know winter is not my season. But there's some photos going around on Facebook. People in Edmonton, and I think in Canada, or no, was it Vancouver? I don't know. Anyway, somewhere up north in Canada, they actually got snow. Seriously, that is weird this time of the year. That's not normal. But on a day like today, I'd almost welcome it to cool things down just like a touch. I know, I'm never happy, right? Anyway, so this is the Texture Notes bundle. These are the dies that we're going to use today. And also, from the Impressions of Bloom, I used this die right here. I call it my squoval. It's not square, it's not oval, it's a squoval. So there you go. And I think that was everything. So you guys can kind of get a feel for what it is that I've used, where I got it from, because not everything is just from that suite of product or collection. Okay, first card, this one right here. Isn't that pretty? So again, what I did is I cut out the vases with the dies within the oh my gosh, Imperfections. Say that 10 times fast. Anyway, the dies from that, and I cut out the vases right from the designer series paper. The same with the flower. The flower, it has a die that you can cut this out or stamp it, whichever you choose. I chose not to color because I'm lazy. I say that to you guys every time, and some people laugh at me, but seriously, I am very lazy. When it comes to creating, I just want to get them done fast, right? So what we're going to use today, and I've already, I think, done the, let's see, just a moment. My goodness, you think I was not prepared or something. Okay. So here's all my bits and pieces. And I did already do the heat embossing on this. I did cheat. And what I also did, so I can show you guys this, it was this stamp here, okay, the thanks. But I didn't want all the other stuff on the thanks. So a little trick or something that I learned many moons ago, but you know, these little tricks and things sometimes if you're newer to stamping, and where did my, okay, here we go. I was looking for this, my Post-it notes. So what I like to do is take a Post-it note and go ahead and just cover the other word bits, and then just use what you want and expose it. And then after you ink it, go ahead and take this off and stamp. That easy. So just another way, very easy tip, trick, whatever you want to call it, to show you another way on how to manipulate and use your stamps in other ways. So I went ahead, I did that already. And when you do heat embossing, you want to use Versamark ink. It's like invisible ink, kinda. It's kind of like, it's a watermark ink, just like they say. And Versamark is made with a glycerin, which, what's glycerin? It's sticky. It's like, think of it like sugar water. I know it's not, but think of it that way. Okay, it's sticky, so that when you ink up your stamp and go ahead and stamp it down, and then you take your embossing powder, which, where did I put that? I used the metallics. Here it is. So we have two different groupings of embossing powders. They come in groups of 3. And this has the silver, the copper, and the gold. And pardon the noise. That is the loudest bag ever, isn't it? Anyway, so then I just went ahead, I sprinkled this on the top, and then look at what I found, you guys. You're going to be so impressed. My heat tool, my Stampin' Up! Heat tool. So you go ahead and take your heat tool and heat it, and it melts just like that. This basically is just very finely ground up plastic that we're melting. That's what embossing powder is. So anyway, I went ahead, I did all that in advance just to save a little bit of time. And this is the squoval that I cut out. I embossed it with that embossing folder. I should actually give you the name of it. I showed it to you and I didn't give you the name of it. Called Joined Together. Isn't that pretty? I love it. So I used the squoval from Impressions of Bloom. I ran it through with the beautiful Joined Together embossing folder. And what we're going to do is we're going to slice off a part of it. We're going to attach it first. By the way, if you guys are wondering where I got this, it was too tempting. It was gold. I don't have a lot of gold in my stash, but I believe that this is actually retired. I know, don't gasp. It's okay. Just grab something that's gold that's in your stash, right? I just wanted to accent with bows. I have a thing about putting a bow on everything. And I happened to see this and realized I believe that this is retired. It's both silver and gold that I found. I was like, oh, that'll be perfect. But it's retired, but it's okay. We're just going to use it. Okay, so I need my multi-purpose liquid glue. Check out this side too. Isn't that pretty? Like, it's just stunning paper. By the way, this is Misty Moonlight, cut at 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. And then I have a piece of basic white, which is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to go ahead and hopefully glue this. If my glue's not going to cooperate, okay, we'll just grab another. I've learned now to have emergency backups on hand. I believe that I need to get my little pokey pin and pin through that little reservoir on this thing. It's the same glue. It just, I like to have this really tiny little tip on it, but have multi-purpose glue. Because this comes out so fast, I'm always making a hot mess. But anyway, okay, so we have that. And then I'm using this beautiful piece of designer series paper from that collection. And this is cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. We're gonna cover the entire front of our card. It almost kills me to put glue on this because it's so pretty. But you know, they make more paper, right? I tell myself that all the time. Get over it, they make more. If you really love it that much, cut it, share it with people that you love. Don't hoard it. That's silly. Why would you want to hoard it? Keep it on your shelf. What good is that going to do? Then you're going to forget about it, and a year down the line, you're going to be like, why did I save that? Okay, and then we have another piece of the designer series paper. This is in the petal pink. Here's the back side of that. Isn't that pretty? We could have gone tonal, but I really wanted it to be a little bit more noticeable on the card, not tone on tone. This is cut at 4 1/4 by 1 1/2. And again, we're just taking our multi-purpose liquid glue and putting it about 2/3 of the way down on the card, just like that. And then we're going to take the squoval that we ran through that beautiful embossing powder, and I'm going to purposely run this off the card on the left-hand side. I'm going to go ahead and just, again, multi-purpose glue. And I'm going to be careful not to get glue on this side because we're going to cut it off, and that would just make a really hot mess with our paper snips. So I'm going to place it on there, right about-ish, right there. That looks good. Okay. And I'm going to take my scissors and just trim this up. Just like that. Beautimous! And then we have our 2 vases that I've cut directly from the designer series paper. And I need dimensionals. Oh my gosh, I'm getting low on this one. Oh no, say it isn't so. And I'm gonna put these both on with dimensionals. I've already gotten glue all over my fingers, you guys. Oh boy. I do that every time. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put that there and peel these off. And notice I put them, whoops, towards the right-hand side because we're layering it with this vase that already has dimensionals on it. We don't want it kittywampus. Did that make any sense? And then this little guy here, again, was cut out with one of the dies directly from the designer series paper. And I'm going to go ahead and just glue that on with a tiny bit of multi-purpose liquid glue. We're going to put it right like so. And then grabbing my mini glue dots, go ahead and attach this beautiful gold bow. I'm actually surprised I had this stuff in my stash. And there we are. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the thanks right there. And I think I'm going to put that on with dimensionals as well. But I just want a dimensional on the right-hand side of that sentiment. And then I'm going to put it right about there. We're almost done. Whoops. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the embellishment, which is called the flower accents. Aren't those cute? In gold. And of course, we got to bling it up a little bit because it just wouldn't be a Dawn card without a little bit of bling. And let's see here. Get over here, little guy. And there we go. And that is card number 1. as you guys can see, I used opposite colors on the vase. So which one do you like better? Number 1 or number 2? Hi, Lisa. Happy Sunday crafternoon, my friend. So let me know, number 1 or number 2? Okay, let's go ahead and jump to the next card. I have 3 total cards for you guys today. Just a few more pieces on this card, but again, super simple stuff. I've used the textured notes dies on this that I was showing you before we got started. Hey, Nancy, happy Sunday crafternoon. Good to see you. Let's see here, all my bits and pieces. Okay, this is a piece of Petal Pink. It is cut at 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. Then I have my liner inside the card, which is basic white. And this is 4 by 5 1/4. I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of this guy now. Get in there. Stick it in place. Okay, and then this is a piece of that beautiful designer paper. Here's the back side of it. Isn't that pretty? But I really wanted it subtle, so we're gonna use this side, the subtle side. Isn't it though? I love it. It's very elegant. It's just, oh, and thank you. Thanks so much. And then I'm gonna go ahead, this is cut at 4 1/4 by 5.5. Again, we're covering the entire card front, and I always love to make sure that I prop up the card base and then lining up the designer series paper and just guiding it with my hands so it falls right into place and it's perfectly aligned on the front of your card. Just another little helpful tip for you. Instead of sitting there trying to fit it corner to corner, this is no struggle. Like, I don't like the struggle bus. I ride that bus enough. We don't need to enforce it any more than what I already am on it. Okay, so I went ahead, I cut out these 3 pieces. This is the back side of it with those textured notes. I had to think about it again. Oh my goodness sakes. The textured notes dies. So we're going to kind of sort of line them up, just eyeball it. I mean, if you want to measure it, go for it. That is just way too much work as far as I'm concerned. But we're going to kind of sort of course, they are very crooked there. Let's see here, like that. And I'm always shaky, and I'm not drinking coffee. Oh, you guys, though, let me show you something. I know this is really off topic, but I discovered these. I don't know if you've ever seen them. I found them at a local store where I have my cards for sale. It's a little place called House and Harbor. If you guys did visit me in February where I did my make and take type thing with making a candle and cards. Anyway, this is non-alcoholic and it's bubbly. It's the yummiest thing. I discovered it the other day when I was dropping off some cards. And I was like, you know what? This thing's calling my name. And I meant to open it yesterday. Whoops, while I was doing Creativity Now, and I forgot all about it. But it's actually very good for a non-alcoholic little drinky poo. So I'll give it a A+. Highly recommend. It's very, very good non-alcoholic goodies. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. Where's my card? Let's say, where did my sample go? Here's where we're going with this. I know, I have squirrel moments, you guys. I can't help myself. I'm sorry. So this is where we're going with it. So we'll set this one right here. Anywho, and I'm going to put these on. The pattern, by the way, if you'll notice on this one, I have 2 flowers and one, I don't know what you want to call that, broken glass. So this one, I have 2 flowers again, but in different colors. Whoops, no. Yeah, no, yeah. And then a broken glass I'm gonna put in the middle there. But the colors are, I don't know, I altered them a little bit, not much. Anywho, my goodness. We're gonna go ahead and try to attach these things because they are going everywhere and I wanna make sure that they're straight. Just like so-ish, okay? And we're gonna start from end to end, I think. That's our best bet. And put it right like so. Have just a little bit, well, about 1/8 of an inch of the Designer Series paper peeking out. The same with this one. And just about like so. And then this guy in the middle. So they are very, very, very close. If you don't like that look, you can always just cut instead of using those dies. But what I liked about the dies is the that cute little something something that the dies, when they cut, they put that little design in them. That's the word I was looking for in my brain. Okay, and then with these 3 vases, we're gonna go ahead and attach them with dimensionals. So what are you guys doing to beat the heat? Anybody have fun plans that they're doing yet today? Beach bound, possibly. Whoops, that's sticking to me. Okay. I guess I should check the comments, huh? That would be kind of nice. There you guys are. It's so good to see you guys. You know, when I jump on here every Sunday, it just makes my heart happy to see you guys here hanging out with me, because I never know who's going to be popping on in, you know. Okay, for the sentiment, I got this right from that stamp set. Show ya. I know you'll get through this and be stronger for it. I love that. So I cut a piece of petal pink, and this is 2 1/4 by 5/8 inch. And I'm going to use Lost Lagoon. I'm drawing from the color in the Designer Series paper. Ink that up, and hopefully it will be perfect. And it is. Look at that. I love it when things work out. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and just glue this across. I don't want to put dimensionals on it because these vases already have dimensionals on them. Whoops, come on, Mr. Glue. That is exactly why I like to use that little thin tip. So I get these bottles from Amazon, but every so often, I know I have a pin here that will fit inside that tip to clear it out, but at the moment, I don't have it. Okay, there we go. And I have my flower, again, cut out from the Designer Series paper. And we're gonna put that, I think, right like so. And actually, truth be told, I could have put a dimensional underneath there, but that's okay. And again, my bow and a mini glue dot or 2. I think we'll just try 1 and put it right there. And this one I didn't use any of the embellishment on. I felt like it had just enough already. So there you go, that's card number 2. One more, you guys, and the last one is a fun fold. I didn't forget. Remember, we're doing a fun fold every week. Let me grab my sample for you. And we're using my very favorite piece of paper in the collection, which is this one right here. I love this so much. And this is called a bookbinding fun fold. So it's super duper easy, super easy. So what you'll do is grab a piece of cardstock. Now I'm using Basic Beige. It's one of my new favorite neutrals. I love Basic Beige. And I cut it at 8.5 by 5.5. I scored it at 4 1/4. And then I also scored it at 3 1/4. So you have this 1 inch bookbinding. Okay, super easy to do. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my bone folder, and Kathy will be impressed. My team member Kathy gave me this at Onstage. Thank you, Kathy. And I told her, I says, I'm going to try to leave this one pristine because I have 3 bone folders that look like they've been through a lot. There's like glue and stuff all over them. So I'm trying to keep this one all nice and pretty just for Facebook Lives. All right. So what I'm going to do is go ahead, I'm going to glue this down. Lonnie says she likes the pink card that I just did. Well, thank you, ma'am. I'm really glad that you're here. What are you up to today besides keeping cool? You should be up here at the beach. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to glue that down. And that is basically your fold. How easy is that? I like easy, fun folds. But it's something that's just a little different, you know? So I'm going to go ahead and, first of all, I'm going to take this piece because I need to get it out of the way. This is going to be the liner inside the card. So I have cut this at, and did I already, yep, I did grab it. What is the size of this? 3 by 5 1/4. I was thinking that's what it was, but I hate to say it and then mess up. Because I know sometimes you guys are creating and watching the replay along with me. And then if I mess up and you've already cut it, then it's like, oops. So anyway, we're going to put that inside as the liner. And then I have cut, you're cooking, surprise. Lonnie always cooks, you guys. Lonnie is a great cook as well. She is. Okay, so this piece of designer series paper is cut at, let's see here. I think it's 3/4 by, yep. 3/4 by 5 1/4. And that side's beautiful, but I really wanted to use the blue. That Misty Moonlight, I'm normally not a blue person, but it is really a pretty blue. And this paper really highlights that color well. We're gonna go ahead and just like so. And then my very favorite piece, you guys, isn't that gorgeous? I just love it. Okay, and we're gonna put that on there just like so. And this one is cut at 3 by 5 1/4. So again, using our multi-purpose liquid glue. Oh, I don't want too much coming out of that bottle. It gets all over me. And we're gonna go ahead and position that on to center it on the front. Oh, I know what I didn't tell you guys. So this is from the Nested Essentials dies. That's what I forgot. I knew I forgot something. So I cut this with basic white paper in the Nested Essential dies. Kathy says, too hot to cook. I guess if you have air conditioning, you're just kind of doing the balancing act, right? Now, before I go ahead and stick this down, I went ahead and again, I actually cut 2 vases. So I'm going to make this interactive, but you guys need to type really fast. And I know that you're like 10 seconds delayed to me, but I need your help. Should we do the Lost Lagoon base, or should we do the Old Olive vase? Go ahead. Old Olive or Lost Lagoon? If I had, you know, like the Jeopardy music and I could do all those fancy things, I would, but I'm definitely not going to sing. Oh, and there's also this one, Petal Pink. So now we have 3 options. We have Lost Lagoon, Old Olive, or Petal Pink. And while you guys are helping me out with that decision, I'm going to line these up here. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and grab my Misty Moonlight ink pad. I don't want to lose that bow. And I'm going to grab the sentiment, You Inspire Me. Ink this up in Misty Moonlight, and we're going to go ahead and stamp it right like so. Perfect. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach this, a Japanese teacup. Yeah, kind of does, doesn't it? I love it. It's very pretty paper. And so are the dies, the images, everything. Very pretty. I'm going to go ahead and attach this with dimensionals while I still see if you guys are voting for what color I should use for the vase. Let's see, we'll stick this guy here. Got to use up the crust, and I know I'm excessive. I use too much. What can I say? I love these little guys so much. I don't know what I would do without dimensionals. In fact, I think that was one of the questions that were asked during our event yesterday. It was an online event for demonstrators called Creativity Now. And they asked, if there was one thing that they took away that you'd be really upset over. I was like, actually, there's two things I would be seriously upset over if they took away. One would be linen thread, because I love linen thread. I love bows, but I don't always like the bulk, especially when I'm sending cards in the mail. As you guys know, the post office doesn't like that. So I always try to trick them, But also, the other thing is dimensionals. I would seriously go ballistic if they took dimensionals away. I would be so sad. Let's see here. Whoops, I just pulled on that bow. Seriously, Dawn. We're going to try to fix it. But, it is what it is. It's handmade. Okay, I'm going to put on there like so with a couple of mini glue dots. So what do you think, you guys? Let's come over here to the comments. Nobody's helping me out. Am I on my own here or what? It's so hard to decide because it's actually, I'm thinking maybe that one out because you can see the old olive in the paper and you can see the petal pink. Olive. Kathy says olive. Let's see, olive. Yeah, because you got that little bit of olive that's peeking through there. Good choice. Thank you for helping me. Somebody help me. Okay, we're going to go ahead and taking the crust, as I call it, of my dimensionals. And there we go. And put that on there like so. And then again, grabbing these beautiful little flowers. I just love these. Look at the detail in those. So pretty. Oh, wait, you like the pink better? Well, let me see. Did I press it down too heavy? No, I think we got it. There's always a way to fix just about anything. And did you guys know, if you take the time to roll off those, they do roll off okay, just like on the back. And then you're good as new. Easy peasy. Okay, well, let's do this. Yeah, I like it. Let's do this. Why not? Why not? So I'm going to go ahead and again, take some of the crust, put it on the back. See how easy that is? We change our mind and bing, bang, boom. There we go. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and use the Take Your Pick tool because I got these fakey nails. And it's so hard to grab these little guys. There we go. And there we go. And that is card number 3. Hey, Evelyn, happy Sunday crafternoon. It's good to see you. What do you think? I like it. Good choice. So let's bring back all 3 cards. So we have this one and this one and this one here. All right. Awesome. Like I said, this was not on my radar at first, but I'm really glad that I got it. I love the designer series paper. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And it is just, it's elegant. That's the word Kathy used. And I think it's a perfect way to describe this whole suite. This is found in the annual catalog of Stampin' Up, the 25-26 annual catalog. But of course, everything is online. So again, if you see anything that you'd like to grab up, make sure to go ahead, shop my store. If you have any questions, let me know. I appreciate you guys being here. You guys are awesome. Also, just a reminder for anybody who does shop at my store, if you have that $75 minimum order, you'll receive that video tutorial free. It has 16 projects with full color photos, all the measurements, and a video for each project. It's super cool, you guys. So every month is something different. So for June, we're featuring Notes and Totes, which is another very fun bundle. Anyway, thanks again. Thank you for being here. And I will see you next week on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time for Sunday Crafternoon free class with Dawn. You guys take care. Have a great day and stay cool. Talk with you soon. Bye-bye.